I am so blessed to understand how to reinvent myself. So the first thing I wanted to do was become a successful basketball player in the NBA. And God blessed me with an opportunity to do that. Then I said, I've always wanted to be a businessman as well. But I didn't know business. So I said, I gotta get some mentors to help me become a successful businessman. So I'm working for a great businessman in Dr. Jerry Buss. So I went up to him and said, listen, Dr. Buss, would you mind becoming my mentor? Because after I'm done playing, I want to become a businessman. And so he said yes. And what he did was really remarkable. I didn't think he was going to go this far. He actually opened up the Laker books to me and showed me how the Lakers made money. And I was like blown away that he would go that far, teaching me the Laker business, but also teaching me business overall. And then he said something very profound to me. He said, Urban, do you think you're the best basketball player? I said, yes. He said, then you got to get the best accountant, best money manager, best lawyer. I met a couple of those people out here earlier today. The best of the best, you got to get and put them on your team. Wealth manager, on and on and on. And I decided to do that. And that also changed my life. And then the last thing that changed my life, speaking of Dr. Jerry Buss, one day I walked into his office and said, Dr. Buss, can you give me the season ticket holders' phone numbers that sit in the front row at the Laker games? He said, what you want the numbers for? I said, I want to cold call all couple hundred of them and ask them to go to lunch with me. And so he gave me the phone numbers. I cold called all these presidents, CEOs, vice presidents of companies, and I called about 100, 150 of them. How many of them you think said yes?
All of them?
How many of you think said yes?
All of them.
You're right, all of them said yes. And thank God they had corporate cars that I didn't have to pay for every 150 of them going to lunch. They said, no, Magic, you can't pay. I want to tell all my friends I paid lunch for you. I said, okay, I'll take that. So out of that 150 of them, 10 of them became my mentors. And right now today, 2 of those guys, one guy, I own 6 businesses with him today. He was actually the CEO at that time, chairman of Sony, Peter Gruber. He owns the Golden State Warriors, and we own the soccer team, LAFC. Actually, we had the best record in MLS this past season. We own the Dodgers together. We own a esports team called Team Liquid. Anybody know about esports? Yeah. So we own, matter of fact, that team is so successful right now. And so we own other businesses together. So let me tell you something, all of you out here, make sure you get mentors because it can come back to you, help you understand business, help you grow your business, help you to have sustainability because that's what we're looking for. How do we sustain our company, but also how do you grow your brand and the bottom line all at the same time?
I love that. I love that. And something that came to mind while we're talking about your mentors and the calls out to all the season ticket holders, something that strikes me about everything I've read about you and the way you conduct yourself, the way you conduct business, is you're always thinking about that other person first, taking things from their perspective, so you always make that connection. I think you're kind of known for being open and friendly in that connection you make with people.
Thank you. Again, it's a blessing for my parents. And I want to win, but I also want my partners to win. And in the beginning, I said, instead of, hey, if the deal did okay, I would say, hey, let's make sure my partner won because I know I can keep coming back to that partner, right? And I want to bring a smile to that partner's face just like I want to smile. And then the last person I want to make sure we put a smile on their face is the community, is our customers. Because that's very important that we bring a smile to our customer's face and then we'll get the retention that we're all looking for, right? So if you do a great job with your customers, they become your brand ambassadors. And so that's very important that we over-deliver to that customer because they'll go out and market your business for you. And so I want to make sure I bring a smile to my partner's face, the customer's face, and then I smile at the end.
I love it. I love it. And
oh, thank you. Yes.
And everything you've done philanthropically, like with Urban America, and you've always given back. What's your philosophy on giving back? Nu Skin is a great partner in that because of the Force for Good Foundation and Nourish the Children. Why is it, what's your philosophy on that, and why do you think everyone should be involved in philanthropic efforts?
Well, giving back is so important. I want the founders to stand up right now because Nu Skin has probably done it better than any company that I know. Stand on up, founders, giving back. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Listen, your legacy will never be tied to how much money you make. Your legacy gonna be tied to how many lives you change, how many lives you enhance. That's what it's all about. So that's why I love to give back because the founders can look and say, it's 18,000 people in this room. Right? They can all look and say, man, look how many people's lives we've touched. Look how many people's lives we've changed. And that's what it's all about. And for me, I love giving back. That's why we have scholarship for kids. We got Cookie and I, my wife, we got 125 kids on scholarship right now, colleges all over the country. We build technology centers in the poorest areas where kids can have access to technology so they can do their homework. That's very important. We have job fairs, health fairs. So I love giving back, touching people's lives, enhancing people's lives. Now the story I want to tell you, which is really great for me right now. This young man was homeless, living in a car with his mom. We found him in Chicago. He just so happened to come to an appearance I was speaking at, and they told me about him. We got him back into high school. He got his high school diploma. Now, this year, he's a senior, getting ready to graduate college. And we've been able to change his life, turn his life around, and that's what it's all about right now. That's what it's all about. So we want to bless other people.
That's awesome. Yeah. One other thing that I've read that you have said is you win, you lose, that's just going to happen in life.
Right.
But unacceptable is quitting.
Yeah. No, you can never quit. No matter what the circumstances is, you can never quit. It's going to be hard, just like for all of us. The marketplace sometimes going to change, or the customer may change. The millennial customer is a different customer, so we need to understand what they love and how we can reach out to them, right? But the one thing we can never do, no matter how hard it gets, we can never quit, right? I'd rather go down fighting and trying to do everything I can to make my business successful, to make sure that that company that I've invested in, that, listen, we took every situation to try to win and become successful. And then at the end, if we can't make it, okay, we just said, okay, maybe this one we couldn't win at, but we're gonna try another one. Now, the first thing that I tried as a businessman didn't work, but I sure didn't give up. And I'm glad I didn't, because here I am today, 18, 20,000 people. These great founders allowed me to come speak to all of you. I become successful because I'm a competitor. I love to compete. My wife get mad at me all the time. All the mothers, they understand this. So my wife tell me play my daughter one-on-one. My daughter was a point guard. I didn't want to play my daughter one-on-one because I know who I am. I know who I am. So my wife said, play her. So when your wife tell you do something twice, you better get to it, right?
Good, smart
So
man.
I went on and played my daughter one-on-one. We go to 10. I let her get to 9. That was hard for me to do, everybody. But I let her get to 9. And then I had to crush her. I had to beat her. Right? because I hate to lose. I love to win. So I'm a winner. I'm competitive. So I don't have any quit in my body. I'm gonna always be like that. And all of you should be the same way. We gotta love to compete. We gotta love to be successful. And if we have the right information, we can make the right decision. And that's what it's all about in business, making the right decision and making sure that we're running with the right people, that we have a great, when you think about executive team, employees, all of them are great like you are.
That's awesome. And it goes all the way back to the very beginning, what you said when you first walked out. What you say to someone who's ready to quit, it sounds like you just moved to solution.
Yeah, well,
take action, move to solution.
Take action, that's what I'm all about. You know, even I see the dream team, right? Like, everybody remember the dream team, the greatest basketball team ever assembled. Yeah. I couldn't believe that I had a chance to play with Michael Jordan finally. Let's clap for that, Michael Jordan. Yeah. Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Karl Malone, from right here, Utah, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Clyde Drexler, Chris Mullin, and another one of your very own right here from Utah, John Stockton. And then we had this college guy named Christian Laettner. We said, you just come along for the ride. But it was the greatest experience of my life, representing our country, playing for the NBA, and also playing with the best of the best. And I want to thank all you fans around the country and around the world for also allowing us to come into your households, because now look at how the NBA has changed, and now we got players from all over the world playing in the NBA, and that's because of all of you. Now, Ginobili, you from Argentina, stand